If you're a die-hard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. Cleveland Browns fans have plenty to celebrate this week as the team comes off a critical 2-1-0 victory over the Las Vegas Raiders. A win that not only reinforced their position in the playoff hunt, but also brought a sigh of relief regarding the health of one of their most promising young players. Injuries have been a storyline that often derails NFL seasons, and for the Browns, the past few weeks have provided a welcome sense of stability. While the team was without quarterback Dillon Gabriel and defensive end Alex Wright for the Raiders matchup, these were largely the only notable absences, which allowed Cleveland to showcase its depth and cohesion on both sides of the ball. The offensive line maintained its usual grit, opening holes for the rushing attack, and the defense continued its steady improvement, limiting Las Vegas to just 10 points in a game where momentum could have easily swung the other way. Amid this backdrop of cautious optimism, the health of rookie running back Quinton Judkins became a topic of concern when he briefly went down in the game, prompting immediate attention from the team's medical staff. Cleveland had invested significant resources in Judkins, selecting him in the second round with the expectation that he would emerge as a bell cow back, capable of carrying the offense through tough stretches, and any hint of a serious injury sent ripples of anxiety through the fan base and locker room alike. Fortunately, the scare proved to be nothing more than a momentary setback. Head coach Kevin Stefanski provided clarity on Monday, confirming that Judkins had been thoroughly evaluated and cleared, both during the game and again in the morning follow-up. "I think he came out the first time because he fell on the ball," Stefanski explained. "And then the independent doc called from up top, brought him out, checked him, and he was good to go and was cleared again this morning. So, he's good to go." The description paints a picture of a player who simply had the wind knocked out of him after a collision with the turf, followed by the standard precautionary concussion protocol after another minor contact to his head. For a rookie still establishing his role and rhythm in the NFL, the ability to shake off what could have been a season-altering incident is a testament both to Judkins' toughness and to the thoroughness of the Browns' medical and training staff. Fans watching the game will remember the brief moment of tension when Judkins went down, holding their breath as trainers rushed onto the field, and they can now breathe a sigh of relief knowing their emerging star back will be available to lead the rushing attack in Week 13 against the San Francisco 49ers. With the added benefit of playing at home, where the team has enjoyed a solid record this season, Judkins' performance against the Raiders provided another reason for optimism, as he displayed the kind of physicality and vision that has made him a central piece of the Browns' offense. He notched the touchdowns and accumulated 47 rushing yards, continuing a trend that has seen him steadily climb in both yardage and confidence, with 667 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns in just 10 games. The second-round rookie is on pace for a milestone rookie campaign, and his availability for the coming games is crucial if the Browns intend to push deeper into the postseason. The narrative around Judkins has been one of resilience and redemption, particularly considering he missed time earlier in the season due to off-the-field matters. Since returning, he has not only regained his form, but has established himself as the team's clear top running back, shouldering a workload that would challenge even veteran backs. The fact that the Browns were able to avoid a major setback in the midst of a game against a competitive Raiders squad speaks volumes about both the team's preparation and Judkins' ability to handle physical adversity while maintaining his effectiveness on the field. Looking at the bigger picture, Judkins' health and performance are emblematic of the Browns' larger strategy. As they approach the business end of the season, stability at the running back position allows the coaching staff to balance the offensive playbook, keeping defenses honest while minimizing exposure for quarterback Dillon Gabriel, who has faced his own challenges this year. Cleveland has often struggled with injuries in key positions in past seasons, so maintaining a relatively healthy roster now provides a foundation for sustained success. The ability to rely on a rookie like Judkins, who can take the pressure off the passing game and consistently gain positive yardage, adds an extra layer of confidence not only for the coaching staff, but for the players around him. Each time Judkins hits the field healthy, it sends a message to the league that the Browns' offensive engine is firing at full capacity. And it also signals to fans that the team is serious about capitalizing on its talent, while avoiding the pitfalls that have historically hindered their campaigns. In a league where depth and durability can make or break a season, having a bell cow back who is both productive and Resilience is a luxury that cannot be overstated for Judkins. The path forward is filled with both opportunity and expectation. With 10 games under his belt and the prospect of a 1,000-yard rookie season within reach, every remaining contest carries significant weight. His contributions against Las Vegas highlight the kind of player who can change the complexion of a game, whether it's powering through tackles for a short yardage conversion, finding the edge for a long gain, or contributing in the red zone where defenses are most concentrated. Each run he makes not only boosts his statistics, but also helps establish a tone for the Browns. A fence that is difficult for opposing defenses to ignore. The excitement surrounding his performance is palpable, as fans and analysts alike watch to see whether Judkins can maintain his level of production while avoiding the wear and tear that comes with a heavy workload. Staying healthy has become as important as producing yards, and after dodging the potential setback against the Raiders, Judkins is positioned to continue building his rookie resume with every carry, touchdown, and decisive run in the games to come. Moreover, Judkins' emergence has broader implications for the team's overall strategy and morale. Having a reliable back like him allows Cleveland to diversify their offensive approach, mixing in power running with play-action passing, which keeps defenses guessing and maximizes the talents of the entire offensive unit. It also frees up opportunities for other contributors to shine, as defenses are forced to respect the running game, opening lanes for receivers and tight ends in critical situations. This kind of synergy is exactly what head coach Stefanski has sought to establish, blending disciplined execution with explosive plays that can swing momentum quickly. The importance of maintaining Judkins' health cannot be overstated, as it underpins not just his individual success but the fluidity and effectiveness of the Browns' entire offensive identity. Each game without injury enhances the team's ability to sustain drives, control the clock, and ultimately win close contests that often determine playoff positioning. As Cleveland prepares to face the San Francisco 49ers in Week 13, the optimism surrounding Judkins is matched by anticipation for what this matchup could reveal about the team's postseason potential. A healthy Judkins ensures that the Browns will have a balanced offensive attack capable of challenging one of the league's more formidable defenses. For fans, it's not just about yards and touchdowns, but about witnessing the growth of a young player whose trajectory seems increasingly aligned with the team's ambitions. With his rookie campaign still unfolding, every play carries a narrative of perseverance, skill, and the promise of future impact. The victory over the Raiders, coupled with the relief of avoiding a significant injury to Judkins, creates a moment of momentum that the Browns will aim to carry forward, demonstrating that preparation, depth, and careful management of player health can translate into tangible success on the field. In the world of professional football, where the margin between triumph and disappointment is razor thin, Cleveland's recent developments offer a compelling story of resilience, foresight, and the emergence of a player who could very well become a cornerstone of the franchise for years to come. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. The Cleveland Browns locker room is reportedly in chaos, and the rumor mill is spinning faster than ever. Sources close to the organization suggest that the relationship between head coach Kevin Stefanski and quarterback Shedeur may have fractured in ways that nobody saw coming, and the reaction from team owner Jimmy Haslam has been nothing short of explosive. According to whispers circulating inside and outside the team, what started as a subtle disagreement over play calling and offensive strategy has escalated into a full-blown crisis, one that could have lasting implications not only for the Browns season but for the very structure of the organization. The story begins, insiders claim, with Shedeur, who has been praised for his leadership and poise, quietly questioning some of Stefanski's offensive decisions during meetings, and even in private conversations with fellow players. Those discussions, it seems, were not taken lightly by Stefanski, who has always maintained a strong, almost paternal authority in the locker room. But the tension reportedly reached a breaking point when sources say Stefanski allegedly made a move that some players, including Sanders, interpreted as a betrayal, altering game plans or personnel decisions in a way that seemed to undermine the young quarterback's role on the team. This, according to insiders, is what sparked Haslam's infamous reaction. The owner, who is known for being both passionate and intensely involved in the team's day-to-day operations, apparently did not take kindly to what he saw as disloyalty or dysfunction between the coach and one of the franchise's most promising talents. Eyewitnesses describe a scene of high emotion, with Haslam reportedly confronting Stefanski in a private meeting that was far from cordial. One source even described Haslam as furious, pacing, and yelling in a way that shocked everyone present, something that, if true, signals the level of intensity behind this internal firestorm. Rumors suggest that the tension didn't stop behind closed doors. Word is that the locker room itself has split into factions, with some players siding quietly with Sanders, seeing him as the future of the team, while others maintain loyalty to Stefanski, trusting his experience and long track record with the Browns. The divide, sources say, has created an atmosphere thick with speculation, whispers, and even subtle digs on social media, where anonymous posts and cryptic messages have only fueled the narrative of a team on the brink of collapse. Observers from outside the organization have been quick to notice the subtle changes in team dynamics. Practices, normally fluid and tightly coordinated, have reportedly featured more visible disagreements and tension-filled huddles. Insiders claim that players are increasingly cautious about speaking freely, knowing that the slightest misstep could be misinterpreted as taking a side. All of this has left fans on edge, as the Browns management appears to be scrambling to contain what some are calling a crisis of loyalty in the locker room. Speculation is rampant that Haslam is weighing several options, from private sit-downs to more drastic personnel moves, in an effort to restore harmony, but the rumor mill suggests that the owner's patience is running thin. What makes this story even more combustible, according to those close to the team, is the historical context. Haslam has never shied away from making bold moves when he believes the long-term success of the franchise is at stake. From controversial coaching hires to high-stakes trades, his track record suggests that he is not afraid to shake things up if he believes it's necessary. This is why insiders are warning that the alleged betrayal by Stefanski could carry consequences far beyond the immediate drama. There are whispers of potential shakeups in the coaching staff, reassignment of roles, and even speculative discussions about the quarterback's position, though nothing is confirmed. Analysts and pundits have been quick to latch onto the story, with some suggesting that the Browns are facing a turning point season, one where internal dynamics could dictate more than talent or statistics ever could. Social media, as expected, has amplified every rumor, with hashtags circulating that hint at unrest, and fan forums ablaze with speculation about whether Stefanski's future with the team is secure, or if Sanders is quietly consolidating support. Even former players and coaches are weighing in, some offering cryptic warnings about the dangers of divided locker rooms, others expressing surprise that such a rift could develop so quickly in a team with so much talent. Among the most tantalizing elements of this unfolding drama is the secrecy surrounding it. Sources claim that those directly involved are under strict instructions not to speak publicly, which, paradoxically, has only made the story more compelling. Insiders report that the tension has created a near-claustrophobic environment, with private conversations carefully monitored, and even casual interactions scrutinized for hidden meanings. This level of scrutiny, coupled with Haslam's reportedly volcanic reaction, has set the stage for what could be a major turning point in the franchise's narrative. As the rumor mill churns, one cannot ignore the human element. Sanders, the young quarterback, is said to be navigating a delicate balancing act, maintaining focus on his performance while negotiating the subtle politics of a fractured locker room. Stefanski, for his part, is reportedly doubling down on strategy and authority, attempting to assert control in an environment where trust is suddenly fragile. Observers note that the psychological toll on both players and coaching staff is significant, with sources describing a palpable tension that has permeated every aspect of the organization. In addition to the internal drama, there are ripple effects beyond the locker room. Agents, sponsors, and even local media are reportedly closely monitoring the situation, understanding that any major decision by Haslam could send shockwaves through the league. The Browns, always a team with a passionate fan base, are suddenly at the center of speculation that transcends wins and losses, touching on themes of loyalty, leadership, and the precarious balance between talent and authority. And while no official statements have been made, insiders insist that the story is far from over. There are rumors of private meetings scheduled between Haslam, Stefanski, and other senior executives, where the future of key personnel could be discussed behind closed doors. The outcome of these meetings, insiders suggest, will determine whether the Browns can stabilize or if the season ahead will be marked by ongoing unrest. The intensity of the situation has even drawn attention from rival teams, some of whom are reportedly keeping tabs on the drama. To understand how it might affect the Browns' performance on the field, scouts and analysts are said to be watching for signs of distraction or diminished cohesion, aware that a team embroiled in internal conflict can be vulnerable in ways that are invisible in statistics but devastating in practice for fans. The intrigue is irresistible. Social media threads are filled with speculative theories, insider leaks, and even humorous memes, all underscoring the unusual level of public fascination with what is normally a private organization-owned matter. Some argue that this is the story of a franchise at a crossroads, one where the interplay between an ambitious young quarterback, a seasoned coach, and a passionate owner could define the trajectory of the team for years to come. As the rumors continue to swirl, one thing is clear: the Browns' internal dynamics are a story in themselves. A drama unfolding in real time with stakes that extend far beyond the field. While victories and losses are always the currency of the NFL, insiders insist that the human drama, loyalty, betrayal, and authority is equally compelling and perhaps even more unpredictable. The tension between Stefanski and Sanders, coupled with Haslam's reportedly explosive response, has created a narrative that captures the imagination of anyone watching closely. A narrative that is still evolving and likely to produce shockwaves that will reverberate throughout the league. In the end, whether this situation resolves quietly behind closed doors or erupts into further public spectacle, the rumor mill suggests that the Cleveland Browns are facing a period of reckoning, one that could reshape not only the team's strategies but also the very culture of the organization. And while no definitive outcomes have been announced, insiders warn that fans should brace for dramatic developments, because in a team where emotions, ambition, and authority collide, the story is never really over, and every whispered rumor could be the precursor to the next major headline. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you liked the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!